What's happening, YouTube? It's Danny, the leader of MVP Gaming, the pro PUBG Mobile team. In this one, I'm going to be bringing you some solo V-Squad Metro Royale action. It's going to be a good one. We're going to kill some glitches. So subscribe to the channel, guys, and let's dive into it. Welcome back, guys. We are going to be jumping in with some solo V-Squad Metro Royale. It's going to be a good one, guys. We're going to be having a lovely New Year's giveaway as well. So happy New Year's to everybody who's watching the video right now. You can see I'm doing a little bit of a warm-up. I've just changed my controller layout, you might have noticed, guys. So I'm still getting used to the buttons a little bit, but we're going to be jumping in. Subscribe to the channel, guys. It's going to be a good one, and let's dive into it. We're jumping in here. We're going to be approaching up to the water's edge, sneaking around, and the reason is because there's a squad who spawn up on the right side. I do spot that guy out, but as you can see, guys, there's immolating bullets tearing me apart. It's a nightmare because at this kind of range, if he shoots you with an immolating bullet, then you can't do nothing. But I am actually getting the better of this guy in this fight, so I'm going to go in for the kill here. And I do actually get the knock, as you can see there, guys. That was a nice little single shot adjustment. When you're firing into little gaps like that, I find it better to put it onto single shot and just single tap it, guys. It's way more accurate at that kind of range. So I got the knock, and I'm going to be going in for the push. That's the thing when you're playing solo versus squad, guys. It's about taking the opportunities, right? When I get a knock, I get a little opportunity. There's an opening there for me. That guy is now vulnerable, and because he's vulnerable, he's basically put his team in a vulnerable position even. So I'm going to be taking advantage of that. I'm going to be pushing up to this little ridge. Now this is a nice little ridge. It's some basically some low ground. I did actually see him creeping up on the left side, so I'm going to be getting a grenade, but I do fall down there, which is the disadvantage of playing against a little ridge like this, I guess. But I do manage to see some guy on the right there who's taking some shots at me right now, to be honest. I am going to be doing some damage here with the MK. But you can see I'm not peeking for long, guys. I peek up and then I peek down, you see? Because while I'm peeking up, there's like more than one person aiming at me, so I've got to be fast. Now that guy made a wrong move, coming pushing at me like that. So I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive here and take that guy out ASAP as well. So some nice little fragging power there. And this is where it gets a little bit interesting, guys, because I'm starting to push now, get more aggressive, cleaning up these kills. But you're going to see in a minute, I'm actually going to get third-partied here by a speed glitch. You're going to see him whizzing down there. You see him up there? There he goes, guys. Now, there he goes. You see him when he jumps. Like, look at this guy, man. Like, he is flying. But he's flying into a wall of bullets, so he's going to get finished. Glitches get finished instantly, guys. You know how it is. They're getting out of here. No more gaming for you guys. Go to bed. So we're going to be putting him in an early night sleep. And he is... this guy actually finished my kill, I think. This was his mate. Now, when I run up here, I'm like, where's this guy? But I actually see him prone in there. So I hit him headshot on a body shot, and I'm kind of thinking, this guy's probably not so good. So I'm gonna take the mick a little bit, and I'm gonna go Mike Tyson on his ass, and I'm gonna start beating him down. You know how it is, guys. This guy, he doesn't know what's going on. Every time I watch this match, I end up laughing to myself. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he didn't even know what was happening. He was just like trying to turn and like shoot me one tap. I don't know what he was doing, but it wasn't working. Definitely not working. These guys actually have some purple stuff. Now, to be honest, normally I'd just leave that completely. I wouldn't even take any of that stuff. But obviously, since the latest like change, people aren't dropping their gear, so I'm not filling up my bag with level 6 armor or guns or anything like that. So I'm going to be taking all the stuff like dog tag, signal generators, and maybe even a couple blue stuff as well. But we're going to be moving on sharp, and we are going to be getting into Rojok. Now, you hear some shots up ahead, so I'm going to be careful, yeah? I'm going to take my time. Now, this little trick is an absolute lifesaver, guys. And you're going to see it in a minute. I hear an MK shot up there, and I start moving up towards him. Now, I'm going to crouch down, so I'm making less noise. Now, as soon as I hear his footstep, I just stand still. Because I stand still, he doesn't know I'm here. And look at that. I'm already doing 4 bullets on him already before the fight's even started. So another body shot and then a double headshot is going to take that guy out easy. And you just notice there, guys, like, it's about having the element of surprise, yeah? So because as soon as I crouched down a little bit, so I'm moving quieter, and then as soon as I heard his footsteps, I stopped. So he hasn't heard me yet because I'm being quieter when I moved than him. So he doesn't know I'm there, and I can just wait for the perfect opportunity, guys. So that's a little tip you can do there just to improve your gameplay and basically take people by surprise. And obviously the fight is a lot easier when you do take people by surprise. But you saw there, guys, someone shot an evac helicopter, and I checked the map. It is indeed on the radiation zone roof, so I am going to be legging it down there. Obviously you do still scope out the tunnel, like you don't just run like a blind man in, like, but you do got to get there fast because as you can see on the time, I think there's less than a minute by the time I reach the end of the tunnel, so I've got to be fast now. I'm getting up to this bit, so I'm going to speed it up a little bit for you, running like Sonic the Hedgehog and just getting over there, pretty much just going for it. You've got to shoot your shot, right? You can't just like wait it out because they're going to get out of there and they've got all the loot that you want. So you've just got to go for it sometimes, guys. I know it is a little bit risky, but as you'll see here, sometimes when you do just go for it, you do just shoot your shot, you can actually get really lucky with the timing. So the helicopter's just arrived and they're climbing up onto the roof. And look at that for timing, guys. One knockdown on the floor and this guy's already low. Now, this guy struggled a little bit. He thought that I could only get up onto the roof by one direction, I think. So by changing my angle a little bit over here and coming up onto this way, a little secret way, I've actually taken him by surprise there. A couple body shots and a headshot is going to clean that guy up. And that's it, pretty much. Just taking out the whole of radiation zone. But this is a really key thing, right? You don't want to rush this. Like, when you start rushing things can go wrong. Now, if you look at it from, like, an overall game sense kind of thing, this is probably the most vulnerable part of the game right now. There's an evac helicopter up in the sky, which basically means that any squads who are in the normal game map, they're going to be running this way, right? They're going to be looking right, thinking, oh, we haven't got long, we need to push. So this is where you can also pick up some, like, easy kills. Like, say if you're just camping on the roof, right? You can just wait here. And you can basically see if squads are going to come. Look, you've got the perfect vision over the whole of the radiation. And you can pick up a lot of kills. Because like you just saw, like, if they were doing this, if the people who were waiting for the helicopter were doing this, then they would have killed me so easy. Because I just ran straight in. Like, I just ran straight in the open. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just waiting. Now, you guys are probably thinking, quick, the helicopter's going to go. But the thing is, like, there's no point to rush it, guys. Like, I've looted only 1 out of 2 of the bodies, so there's more loot downstairs waiting for me. Like, there's monsters down there, so if I start rushing it and I don't take my time over this, things can start going wrong. Like, no matter how good at the game you are, whatever, if you're pro, it doesn't matter. Like, things can still go wrong, guys, really easily. And you see, I swapped the gun there, and that's because of the animation. So now, you see that animation there? Like, whichever gun you're using, you should put on the bottom, because now I'm using this MK, right? So when I get like an energy drink or something, I'm not going to be putting my big gun over the top like a big animation and showing everyone where I am. Now, look, I take a drink and it's just, you like quietly put it to your side and no one can actually see what's going on there. Yeah, but as I was saying, guys, like, just take your time. Like, it doesn't matter how good you are at the game. Mistakes can still be made when you're rushing yourself, when you're thinking, oh, the helicopter's going to leave without me. Like, I need to be fast or something. And if someone did push at that same time, you're going to get taken out. But you can see here, guys, I just took it patient, right? I didn't rush myself. I just took it nice and easy. Like, didn't panic or nothing like that. Just stayed cool. Because I know in my head as well, right? You got to think of it from the enemy's perspective. Like, if you want to like predict how the game's going to go, you need to think of it like you're an enemy. So in the enemy's head, yeah, they've now seen an evac helicopter in the radiation zone. So they're thinking, right, everyone in the radiation zone has basically left through that evac helicopter. So they're not going to be camping the tunnels. They're not going to be waiting for anyone, because in their heads they're thinking, oh well, they already left. You know what I mean? So like, they're not waiting for anyone. They're just going to be taking it easy there. Or they're not even going to be taking it easy there. They're going to be evacing and leaving the map probably, because in their heads, like, everyone in the radiation zone's left through the helicopter. Like, why would anyone still be here? It doesn't make any sense, right? So I know that I can just take my time here and I can literally loot like every single bit of the radiation. Now, I would actually recommend still going back and checking each and every crate, because I mean, maybe not this game, but in other games, definitely I've found a lot of like crates that are left unopened, or maybe there's like a couple crates even that are left unopened, like on each side, and everyone knows like in one of those crates you can get 2 gold bars, so that's like 400k that you could get just for checking the crates. And that's not bad at all, guys. Let's face it, you wouldn't complain of that one. So I definitely recommend just going and checking. You can see here, even if they're already open, like you can still check them, because maybe someone opened them but then they were getting attacked by monsters, so they had to get out of there. Little things like that, you never know what can happen, guys. But I'm going to be taking my time here. Look, I can easily loot. This guy tried to hide his detector, but it didn't really work. So I'm getting a nice little boost of loot right there, as well as signal generators, detectors, things like that. And it's all because I just took my time. Now, I didn't rush it, and I just basically made sure it was safe. Because if I did rush it, imagine a situation, right? I run downstairs and I'm looting that box, and like there's monsters everywhere attacking me and all this stuff, and then an enemy squad pushes. Like, if they push like that, then I'm gonna die. Like, I can't get up onto the roof because it's too late. Like, you saw what happened to the people who tried to get on the roof when I was there. Like, they were the easiest kills ever. Like, it's too late to get on the roof, so you can't be getting up onto the roof when there's enemy squad pushing. It's too late. So you need to be up on that roof when they're pushing, like already prepared in a good position. So especially when you solo your squad, you need the advantage in a fight, right? And they're going to be pushing like idiots because they're thinking that someone's evacing on the helicopter. So they're just running in the open, and it's a really easy fight. Oh, should be a really easy fight for you. Obviously, it's not always easy. Sometimes it can go a bit wrong in PUBG, but a lot of the time, if you've got the advantage going into the fight, you're gonna do a good job of it. So you can see here, guys, what I was saying. I'm going to be checking every single box. Now, I know I didn't find any in these boxes, but in other games, I have found loot in those boxes, found gold bars, found blueprints, found everything, guys. Like, just boxes that are left over that didn't get looted. Just gonna headshot that guy on the turn, poor doggy. But it is what it is, right? And also these meds. Like, you see me, I was looting a med box there. I'm going up into this next one to check the boxes, and there's another med box on these stairs, right? Now, these always get left, but at the same time, guys, like, every what's it called? I'm losing my mind right here. It's a med box. It's not a med crate. It's a med kit. That's it. And a syringe. That's like 10,000 or 15,000 each single time, right? That you get that. So that's not a bad little saving right there. I mean, if you don't have to buy it, because I take 2 med kits in to each game and 2 first aids. So if you're saving, that's like 36 grand, like 36,000 if you add it all up and you save all that. But then we're going to be getting out of here eventually. If you look on the time, there's 6 minutes on the clock, guys. And even just check it, I'm still being a bit cautious. Like, look where my cursor is when I'm pushing. Like, just then it was on the angle, and my cursor's going to be here, and I'm putting it where I think enemy's head is going to peek from. Still checking those back bits, because you know what the campers are like, guys. And I'm going to be a little bit cautious still. I'm going to pick up those bullets. Why not? I dropped them before. I'm just making my way slowly down the tunnels. Now, you can see I'm still being a little bit careful, because you never know what can happen in PUBG, guys, especially when people can join in on assault mode or something. Now, a little tip, when I'm pushing a corner like this, look where my cursor is. My cursor is already where the guy's head is going to peek from. So if he does peek, I can instantly shoot and aim on that guy's head, and it's going to help me to win the fight. Now, I'm not saying you'll always win the fight, but it gives you a lot better chance to win that fight. And yeah, it really does help out massively amount. That's a really nice tip there, actually, guys, when you are pushing a corner to basically do that. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching till the end of the video. To say basically thanks for that, and also a happy New Year's. I'm actually going to be doing the best giveaway I've ever done on the channel. So I'm going to be giving away a full One-Eyed Cobra level 6 set, and also a One-Eyed Cobra MK14. That's what I like to wear, guys, when going into these things. It's a really killer set, and it makes you extra speedy as well. So if you want to get that set, just put your name and your PUBG name and the ID number down in the chat and say yes please Danny. Just say yes please Danny with your PUBG name and the ID number down in the comments below, and you'll be entered into the prize draw, and I'm going to pick one of you lucky people who's going to receive that. So that's going to be a full level 6 one-eyed cobra set with a MK14 one-eyed cobra as well. So apart from that, guys, thanks a lot for watching the video. Really appreciate the support you guys are giving us right now, and I hope you guys have a happy new year as well. Please remember to leave a like on the video and also subscribe to our channel. We got a ton new content coming up that you don't want to miss out. So subscribe to the channel, guys. Make sure that notification bell is turned on, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one.